Hey, Jack, do you want to see a badly animated movie that is going to make you question everything that you thought you knew and maybe even the meaning of life?
Is it a movie that definitely should have won Best Animated Feature?
Absolutely.
Then let's go.
All right, I'll pop the popcorn. Welcome to Jack and George Watch Movies with, Jack and George. The greatest movie podcast ever. Ever.
It's Such a Beautiful Day is one of the best films I've ever seen.
This movie, it affected you in a pretty profound way.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I talk a little bit about, I remember you coming to me after you saw it, and you were affected by it. Like, you
Yeah.
definitely seemed like it had an emotional impact.
It was a very emotional movie. Very sad, heartbreaking,
So
depressing.
this was a non-traditional film, right?
Yes, it's only 60 minutes long.
And it's an animated movie by Don Hertzfeld.
Yeah. He made, you might have heard it, World of Tomorrow.
He made
Got
World of
nominated
Tomorrow.
for Best Animated Feature.
I
Best
have
Animated Short.
seen reviews that have said that this is going to go down as one of the best animated movies of all time.
Yeah, which is crazy because if you think about it, the target demographic for most animation is kids.
This is not a kids movie.
Not whatsoever.
Not at all.
Please don't show your kids
Yeah,
it.
do not show your children this movie. And the message in this movie is very, very heavy, and I like
It's a very heartbreaking movie.
it's also an affirming movie though, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's heartbreaking, but it's also really, really beautiful.
Yeah, as the title says, it's such a beautiful day.
It's Such a Beautiful Day is the name of this. And I mean, here's the thing also, it's not a well animated movie.
Yeah, it's like stick figure drawings, kind of.
Well, let me jump back and say, like, it's animated the way that it needs to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not to say that it's badly animated. It's
No.
just it's animated exactly how it's supposed to
Yes.
be, right? But it's also, even though you could look at it and you go like, well, that's not very good animation compared to the standards of animation right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a incredibly well made movie.
Yes. And gotta be honest, the animation really helps to tell the story throughout.
Yeah, because it's also not like clean, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like it feels rough and
Yeah.
dirty, kind of like the story does, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, can you tell us a little bit about It's Such a Beautiful Day?
So, It's Such a Beautiful Day is about a man named Bill who is struggling with his life because he has a mental illness, kind of. And, he is struggling with his life and he starts to, think about life while he's, kind of losing loved ones and other things. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this movie, and it's conveyed in a very kind of slapdash way, in which, like, there's no clear narrative, right?
Yeah, there's no really clear narrative to the movie, but it kind of just goes on.
Yeah, kind of like, well, life, right?
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what the movie is a metaphor for, life.
it is, as you said, a character named Bill, and we're kind of seeing things both through his eyes and also from outside of him.
Yeah,
too.
like he's got an ex-girlfriend.
He's diagnosed with not just mental illness, but also he's clearly got some sort of physical
Yeah.
ailment as well that seems like it's going to make things much worse for him.
Yeah, and it looks like he's kind of dying.
He is, yeah. And if I were to take a guess, I would say he has some sort of brain cancer or something like that. But they're never. It's never as
it's
clear
never
as just
revealed.
like, yeah. It's never as clear as like, this is Bill and this is what Bill has been suffering from. We just get sort of this this snapshot of this person and his history.
Yeah, and the thing is, basically the entire movie is narrated.
The whole movie is narration. There's very little dialogue. I can think of. I even wrote it in my journal. Like, there's a few scenes where you hear like a nurse or a doctor saying, "Bill, can you hear me?"
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. And then there's a few, and it's all like intercut with actual photos and actual video and
It's got a
stuff.
very interesting visual style.
Very, very interesting. Yes. What was your Letterboxd review?
I kind of said, I'm known for my one-liners, but this wasn't funny. I just said, it really is, Bill. It really is, which is like playing off the title. It's such a beautiful day.
That's gorgeous. I said life, just life, whether it's long or short, hard or soft. We get to be here and we get to live it. And I took that because this movie is very much like showcases that some people have a very, very hard life, and that regardless, he's still here and living
He
it.
still lives through it. He still lives through his life, even though it's kind of terrible.
It is, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What, now is this movie, do you think it's meant to be understood, or do you think it's meant to be experienced?
I think it's meant to be experienced. It's Such a Beautiful Day is not a movie. It's an experience.
Yeah, that's a really, really good way to put it, and I agree with that completely. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about the movie Lost in Translation.
Yep.
Okay, and I did not like that movie.
Yeah, I know. You don't like any of Sofia Coppola's movies.
I'm not a big fan of Sofia Coppola. And but I was saying to him that the movie made me feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And he was sort of like, well, it made you feel something.
Yeah.
It gave you a genuine response, right?
Yep.
And while I did enjoy this movie, I would say that it was kind of along the same lines. Like, this movie it made me feel something, despite there not being like
any real like stuff in it, any real like triggers, anything.
Any real like there's no 3-act structure or climax, or this is what happens like to this character. There's no
like, it literally just goes on.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is an experience and not so much
it's like you're actually seeing his life play out.
Well, all right, well, with that, it's very simple. It's a very
very simple movie. It's just a guy struggling with a mental illness.
Why does it and multiple illnesses, right?
Multiple
like
illnesses.
His illness, his family's illness too, because we hear snapshots of his childhood. It flashes back to him being a kid, and he clearly has mental illness in his family as well.
Yep.
Why does something so simple feel so heavy?
Because it's kind of brought in a simple way where you're kind of expecting like a reveal or something, or like a big thing, but you just don't get that.
Was that your experience when you were watching this movie? Like, did you kind of keep waiting for something to happen?
Yeah, but nothing really did.
And so if that's the way it went, right? Like, you're kind of waiting, okay, well, what's going to happen it's going to turn this into a real movie?
Yeah, but it never does.
And so why is it that we don't feel like we've been cheated or anything? Like, it ends and we're like, that was good.
Yeah, it's just the movie carries itself on throughout. It's a good experience.
It's a really good experience, yeah.
Like, a movie I would compare it to is Train Dreams, another movie that doesn't entirely have a superb 3-act structure. Like, it kind of just goes through the motions of a guy's life.
Very similar, yeah, in a very similar way. Like, we just get a bunch of snapshots of this person's life. And also some equally horrible things happening.
Yeah.
To it. Like, we just get kind of treated to a story from this person's life,
Like, it's not like any like major thing is happening or something like that.
Yeah, there's no alien invasion. to fight off or anything like that.
Yeah.
At no point does Bill get bitten by a radioactive spider.
It's just him going through. It's a very depressing and sad movie.
All right, well, let me talk about that for a second, because you've said a couple times now it's sad, right?
Yep.
Now I have a little bit of a different opinion. Like, I think there's sad stuff that happens, but do you feel like this movie is sad as a whole, or do you think it's kind of something else?
I think it's kind of something else.
Well, what do you think it is then?
I think you feel sadness while watching it, but this movie is a whole nother beast.
Well, what do you think it is then?
It is it's just life. There are ups, there are downs.
Well, let's talk about what happens in the movie, because as you go through this film, like, Bill gets more and more sick and he dies.
Yeah.
Like, we see Bill die, and then something really, really strange happens. What happens?
Basically, like, a bunch of voices go wait, he's dead? No, he can't just die.
And is that us? Like, is that us, the viewer, going like, wait, is this how this is gonna end?
Yeah, it's like, no, he can't just die. It's not climactic or anything. And then it kind of goes into another thing. So it says that he lives on. He lives through the years. He makes many romances, and almost all of them die. Then, the world sort of ends, and he talks to, like, light forms, and they consider him a god. And then, like, the stars disappear, time has no meaning, and he forgets his name, and it just sucks. And the thing is, it kind of portrays it as, like, his life was a waste in kind of the original. He hadn't done anything monumental. He was dying. But then it kind of shows that even after, if he doesn't die, it's still a waste. He doesn't accomplish anything. He just sits there in space without time, without anything.
So, yeah, he dies. I'm doing, like, air quotes. Like, he dies, and then he wakes up and lives forever.
Yes.
To the point where all of humanity is now meaningless. He forgets all the people that he had ever met. He has children, forgets their names, has millions and millions upon children, ends up living so long that he forgets how to talk, forgets being a human being, forgets what his name is, and this movie literally ends with...
and he stays there, and every star disappears.
Him in space as all the stars
Yep.
are fading out. And we are kind of treated to this idea that
no matter what, his life's a waste.
That maybe, for me, and why I think this movie isn't sad, is that his life, even though it ended, was more meaningful than his life that lasted forever.
Yeah.
And it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful movie. And I would dare anyone to watch this movie. And
make sure you got tissues.
Yeah, keep some tissues nearby. Well, here's the thing. I really think, like, this movie is going to be like a hard division between, like, people who are going to think it's boring and pointless and people who are going to, like, find it magical and cry their faces off, right?
Yes.
And I am actually really, really glad to be in the category of people who cried their faces off,
But, I mean, it's got a 4.4 in Letterboxd, so I think a lot of people have that kind of feeling of, like, think it's a magical movie that kind of carries a big message, and it's just great.
It is great, and I think that, for the most part, this type of message and the simplicity in which it's conveyed really do hit us whether we really want it to or not. Because when you were watching the movie, was there any point where you were like, what the hell is going on?
Yes. Yeah, there's a part where he's like, and then he and his Lion King slippers fly to the bus stop. It was so weird.
But then there's this sadness when he's He's just had surgery and he's going through the same thing every day. He's walking out of his apartment and he's looking up and he's going, it's kind of nice out today. And he's walking around the block, and then again, it's kind of nice out today. And he's walking around the block and everything. And you are treated to this absolute sad decline of this person, Bill. And then it's so magical to see the mirror between his very, very short, hard life and his very, very long, but kind of meaningless life.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, sure, he does a lot of stuff in it, but nothing super important.
Right. Yeah. And all of it gone. Like,
of it's gone.
he forgets it all, and he's just floating in space.
Uh-huh.
You know? So, yeah, I kind of took it as that, like, that our lives have value because we know that they're finite, that they will end. And that's
It's a tough message to go through.
It really is. It really is. It's tough to be confronted with your mortality, especially as a 45-year-old and a 13-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there are times where I'd love to just like sit and watch Captain America beat up Nazis instead, you know?
Yeah, that's fun.
But do you think it's nice that there are movies like this that can convey these messages to us?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's so nice that you can just sit down and watch a movie that makes you, like, learn more about life and want to do better.
I got to tell you that when you told me about this movie, I had not seen it.
Yeah.
And I went and watched it because I quickly saw that it became one of your favorite movies. Mm-hmm. And I know that you've told people that it is your favorite movie.
Yes.
And I got to tell you that I'm so grateful to have a 13-year-old son that would call a movie like this his favorite movie.
Yeah, it's just such a powerful movie that really leaves you with, you know, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, it's kind of like you get a little thing in your heart. It's a movie that will be remembered for ages.
Yeah, you get that little that lump in your throat.
Yeah.
Where it's just like so good. Well, I mean, I think we talked a lot about what worked and what didn't. So I mean, I would just say, like, what rating did you give this movie?
I gave it a 10 out of 10 easily.
So the last time we recorded, I said that it's very hard for me to give a movie a 10 out of 10. Right? I give this movie a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
This movie was absolutely amazing, and the fact that there are people who may watch it and go like, this is art house garbage.
Yeah, like, I can't imagine someone going and watching this absolute emotional masterpiece of a movie and going like, yeah, that was pretty boring.
I could see some people doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I could definitely see that happening. But at the same time, I think the only thing we can do is we can tell people how we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know? So
that maybe they can go watch it someday.
So that maybe they can have a similar experience.
They can tell other people, and it can kind of go on and on and on.
Yeah. So are we going to jump into more Don Hertzfeldt at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for talking about this movie with me,
Yeah,
Jack.
you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Man, just talking about it makes me a little emotional.
I know, me too. 100% me too. And I think that that is just another testament to how good a movie it is, you know.
But gotta be honest, if you're listening to the podcast right now, you really shouldn't be listening to this episode. Please go watch It's Such a Beautiful Day.
It's in your top 4, right?
It's my top 1.
It's your top 1, but your top 4 on Letterboxd are what?
It's Such a Beautiful Day, of course.
Yeah.
A Ghost Story, Begonia, and Baby Driver.
Man, that's a next level top 4.
Yeah, very unique, definitely. It's funny because I don't have a single horror movie in there, but horror movies probably my favorite genre.
Yeah, me too. Do I have any horror movies in my top 4?
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. That's right. Yeah. That's a good one. We got to check that out too.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I haven't. I can't wait to see chocolate explode.
It's nothing but chocolate from this point on. Yeah. Chocolate syrup and zombies eating chocolate syrup.
All
right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
We put out a new episode every Friday. You can follow me on Letterboxd at mildmanneredaf.
Yep. And you can follow me on Letterboxd at Top Thrill Jack.
Top Thrill Jack. You can also find us on Instagram at Jack and George Watch Movies. And
you can find us wherever podcasts are available.
Apple Podcasts, the Spotify. These go right to the YouTube also.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep on doing these when we find meaningful movies, or if we find non-meaningful, absolute garbage movies. We 100% will be talking absolute garbage at some point.
Yay. Can't wait to review Breadwinner.
We might have to skip that one. Oh no! What if Nate what is his name?
Nate Bargatze.
Nate Bargatze. What if he's a listener?
Oh God!
Do not egg our house.
Well, I mean, he's a terrible father in the movie, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Why'd we get talking about the Breadwinner instead of It's a Beautiful Day? Anyways, sorry for the kind of short episode today, but check out It's Such a Beautiful Day.
It makes sense. It's a shorter movie.
Yeah.
All right. We still did it.
We still did it. Yay!
Good job, Jack.
Yep. And bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for checking out Jack and George Watch Movies with Jack and George. You can subscribe to us anywhere that you find podcasts. You can also follow us on Letterboxd, which is a great app. Jack is at Top Thrill Jack, and I am at Mild Mannered AF. Or you can follow us on Instagram at Jack and George Watch Movies. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe and leave us a rate and review. That would really help us out a lot. Take care and see you next time.